Okay, so I am going to service some of our winches. We have 6 Barlow winches on the boat, and the first one that I'm going to start with is the 25. Barlow is an Australian winch company that hasn't been in business for decades, but there is another company in Australia that will provide parts, and hopefully that's not the case. But the one thing that we have missing here is a tool to remove the winch. So I'm going to improvise with just a little wrench and an Allen wrench and a winch handle. So I just need to stick it in one of the holes. There's 2 holes, but I'm going to use one, and I'm going to go counterclockwise against the wrench and break the seal. So I'm going to go counterclockwise and break the seal because it's kind of tight on there with the winch. And I should be able to put the disc on top. Just unscrews like this. Set that down. And then this whole winch will come right off. This, and I'm going to set that down, and now I'm going to disassemble this with the Allen wrench. But before I do that, I'm going to put on gloves. And today I am wearing black because this is messy. And I have such horrible luck with white. So there's 3 bolts that are holding the winch base down. Alright, so it's just a matter of removing these 3 and the whole base will come up. Alright, I'm going to take those 3 bolts and place them in my container. And then I'm going to remove these 3, which will come off, and I don't want them to fall off and fall in the water.
Are those bearings?
Yes, 3 bearing rings, and they're pretty gunked up and stuff, so it's really good that we're servicing it. I had no problems with the winches. We just want to, while we have some time, go ahead and do routine maintenance. So this part we'll lift off. This part here has the pawls, and we don't want to lose these little pawls. There's little springs in here, and I don't want those to come off. And you can see that this is like dry and has it, the grease in here is all collected dirt, and it's pretty nasty looking. So I'm going to put this back together in the same way that we take it apart. The first one is this large cog, and then again there's that little bearings that come off. And 2 that are kind of glued together. Maybe it's just 1. Two more. And a small and a large one. Okay, so now it's just going to be everything is off, I'm going to clean this base and I'm going to start cleaning the rest of the parts up, and then we'll reassemble it. So for each of the pieces, I'm just spraying them with a little WD-40 and then scrubbing them down. I'm using a soft, not too soft, but a plastic bristle brush, and scrubbing each of the gears. And then wiping them down with a towel and setting them aside. I have pieces I've already done, at least the initial cleaning, and then I will continue to clean. In this particular piece, there were prawls, which I separated and put into a little tub, which I'll clean, but I don't want those small pieces to fall out while we're cleaning. And this one, the small gear, okay, this small gear here has an inside, has the bearings inside, so there's 3 altogether of these type bearings, and I'll clean them separately. On this larger gear, we also have another small bearings and pin. All right, so I'll just keep on cleaning and then I'll show you after I get it all done. This larger gear inside, once I was able to get it lubricated enough that the inside, there is another set of prawls, and that's really important. These are the prawls that I took out of the long shaft, and I'm going to pop these out, hopefully without losing any springs. And here they have 2 little springs that I don't want to get separated. We'll set those in the bin. And they're really gunked up. You can see that they can barely open. They're so caked on with old grease. And then I'll clean all of this up. Okay, so after a day of cleaning, we're now I'm ready to put it back together. Everything is set out. It just needs to be oiled, something lightly greased, and I'm gonna dry fit it, well, kind of, and then put it back together. I'm gonna start assembling these. Before I do that, I'm gonna pull up the diagram that I pulled up online that shows all of the bits and pieces to this and make sure everything is here. So we have 2 gears that use the prawls, so I want to do the same process for each one of those. I want to get the spring pointed up, so it's really important that the flat part of the spring, it has like 2 different, part that sticks out and one that goes straight. The straight part goes straight down into the hole like this, and then slips into this little slot, and it's pops like that. And sometimes they can be a little tricky. To keep from losing these, I've put them in a separate bucket. But again, I'm going to line them up, flat part in here. And, oh, there we go. Let's bring them back. Here we go. And here. Sometimes they can be a little tricky. There we go. So once they're in, they pop out. And then this one, will also go into one of the gears. I believe it's this one. And then it should just slip in. And then it'll turn the gear below it. So it'll go one way and the gear goes the other.
All right.
Just like that. So we have 2 for this particular winch.